Now, we put this here also for the civil society conversation. We write, morality does not occasion transformational changes in a society. Building transformational structures do. I just want people to note it down. I'll come back to it one day, many years later. Morality does not occasion transformational change in society. Building transformational structures do. So what's the point you're making? That somebody is a good person, is a bad person. That's not what occasions transformation. So you have a president who is a very, very good person. It won't change anything. What runs society is the structure. So in thinking about what we think about all the time for the future of Ghana, including our pet subject, constitutional amendments and all of that, let's understand that it is the structures that will change that will occasion not to have a good moral president. He's a good man. I don't even know what that means. He's a good person. So that's not how it works. But this is for the future. We'll think about it later. Let's come back to the conversation. Suit number 16, February 2023, Attorney General versus Auditor General. All right, now let's get to the Attorney General's letter. This was a press release that he issued to the media, telling the media what he has been discussing with CDD, and it's as follows. Okay, now press statement. It's entitled, "The Akufo-Addo government must cease its continuous assault on the Office of the Auditor General." The attention of the Attorney General and the Ministry of Justice has been drawn to a press statement issued by the Center for Democratic Development dated 10th February and is entitled, "The Akufo-Addo government must cease its continuous assault on the Office of the Auditor General." In quote. In the said press statement, CDD Ghana takes issue with an opinion by the Attorney General and the Minister for Justice regarding the publication on the website of the Audit Service of an audit into the government's COVID-19 transactions before the said audit report has been debated by Parliament and referred to an appropriate committee of Parliament in accordance with Article 187(6) of the 1992 Constitution. The Attorney General goes on. He says, in addition to various wrong propositions of the law, CDD Ghana characterizes the opinion of the Attorney General as part of, quote, a domineering superior posture that the Akufo-Addo administration has adopted in dealing with the constitutionally independent Office of the Auditor General. Now, that's how CDD describes the Akufo-Addo government's posture. It says a domineering superior posture. Okay, let's move on. CDD Ghana, he says, perceives the Attorney General's letter as an effort to undermine the independence of the Office of the Auditor General and other independent constitutional bodies. Now, the Attorney General is quite worried, and look at the word he uses, quite bizarrely, and in tune with its fundamentally incorrect constitutional theories bandied about by CDD Ghana. A vice chair of the board of CDD Ghana stated on a radio program, News File on Joy FM, that the Auditor General is not part of the Audit Service of Ghana, but a separate creation. The Attorney General is concerned. Look at the words he uses. There's somebody went on. I don't know who did. It must be a lady because I was listening to News File that day. The lady, I've forgotten what her name is. She says, quite bizarrely, and in tune with the fundamentally incorrect constitutional theories bandied about by the CDD Ghana, a vice chair of the board of CDD stated on a radio program, News File on Joy FM, that the Auditor General is not part of the Audit Service. So the Attorney General is saying that the CDD have misunderstood completely the constitutional position. But CDD has a Kwesi Prempeh, and they also do have a Kojo Pumpuni. Both of them are lawyers, I believe. But the Attorney General is concerned. Let's see whether the Attorney General can walk us through his concern and see whether he can convince us at the end that he is right and they are bizarrely wrong, as he says. Let's move on. He says the Attorney General considers it imperative to correct the palpable errors contained in and implied by the press release of CDD Ghana, as same distorts the relationship between the Auditor General and the Attorney General in the constitutional architecture of the Republic and have far-reaching implications for Ghana's record in rooting out corruption.